Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. So today I'm recording a session for Matplotlib. So we will understand what is a Matplotlib, why do we use it, how to use, okay. So that everything we will look. So first understand what is a Matplotlib. So Matplotlib is a data visualization library in Python. Okay, so whenever we want to present your data in the form of graph, the data which you have analyzed, right? Normally it's difficult to understand with the normal way, right? So if it is in the form of graph, right? It's easy to understand what is presenting that particular analysis. Okay, so it is a one way of designing a one kind of graph, visualization graph. Okay, that will help you to understand what kind of things is there inside the particular graph. Okay, it allows you to create static, interactive and animated plots, right? It widely used for data analysis, machine learning and scientific research. So whenever you have to do any data you want to analyze, right, we can go and use the Matplotlib. How to install it? We have tried simple command pip installing Matplotlib in your terminal. When you will write it, right, I have already did it. So when you will write this and pip install Matplotlib, that time it will start some downloading libraries, right, and at the end it will complete it. So if it will complete successfully, that means your Matplotlib is successfully installed, right? Now if you want to use them, we can directly go to the PyCharm. So let's go to the PyCharm now. So here we are going to understand how do we use them. So first thing that we have to import Matplotlib. So Matplotlib having a one pyplot. So there's a pyplot is a one kind of modules of Matplotlib, right? That can be help you to draw any kind of diagram. Okay, to draw any kind of graph. So let's understand with the first example. So let me take this first example, how to draw the graph. So let me copy this code. So what is happening here? Understand. First we have one figure. What is a figure? Figure is the one function of this pyplot. So matplotlib.pyplot. Matplotlib is a library. We have to import it. And inside that we have one pyplot is a one kind of module. So here we are just renaming it like plt. So plt.figure. So figure is the one function of pyplot, right? Then we will get one axis. So there's the two function of pyplot, figure and axis, that we have to call. So in the fig it will give me one figure kind of things, and x it will give me axis kind of thing. So let's say here I have two axes. Okay, optionally you can add some data and labels on the axis. Okay, that will do it later on. Now here what we have to do, we have like two axes. Right now I took x axis and y axis. So normally when do we visualize the graph, right, it will having in the form of x and y axis. So x axis it is taking from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and y axis it is taking from 0, 1, 4, 9 and 16. Okay, now what it is doing here, ax.plot. So that means it will plot x comma y. I can directly pass x comma y data here like 0, 1, 2, 4, but here we are taking like a variable. So x is a one variable, y is a one variable. So here plot will draw one kind of graph which will having x and y axis, right? Now what we are saying here, ax.set x label x and ax.set y label y. Now x.set title, so it will set the title as well. Set title is simple plot. So here you can say that set x label, set y label, set title, they all are the function of this axis only, right? And here we are directly showing that, show that particular graph. So plt.show, it will visualize this particular graph. Okay, now let's run it. So let me run this code. So this time you can see that we'll understand step by step. First what we have x axis and y axis, right? So here also we have x axis and y axis. So this is called y axis and this is called x axis. So in y axis what I took, in y axis we took till the 16 and axis we took till the 4. So that means it will go till 16 on y axis and it will go till 4 to the x axis, right? Then what it is doing here now, so here we are saying we are matching 0 with 0, right? 0 should be x axis and y should be 0, right? Both axes should be 0, 0 only. So here it is mapping with this particular 0. So here it is 0 and x 0, both are 0 only, right? After that then where it is meeting 1 with 1, right? X, y both should be 1. So now here it is meeting x1 and y1. So here in between on 2 it is something having a like 1 only, right? So it is going to be in x and it is going to be y as well. So here it is plotting accordingly. So now it is going x with 2, and with 2 it is meeting with the by 4. So x2 and by 4, right? x2 and y4. So here it is meeting like here. So that's matching with the 4 only. So like every time, so it is taking with the x-axis and y-axis, and it is giving a one kind of good visualization, and that will present in the form of graph. So that way we do present the graph like with the x-axis and y-axis. Right now we are saying like 2-dimensional. Later on we can see like how to draw 3-dimensional like graph as well by using the Matplotlib. Okay, so here it is giving a simple graph where it is presenting x-axis, y-axis. So here we have to, like for example, this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 0, 1, 4, 9, 16. So that data we do get maybe from some CSV file or maybe from DB. Right now that we are going with the static data only. So we are presenting static data and we are saying how do we present the graph. Later on you can look that how can we do it with the other format as well, other format of data as well. Okay, now let's come to the next example. So what is happening here? Here we are designing some subplot. So first we are designing one figure, that means plot.figure is a one function, and here we have a different axis, 1 axis, 2 axis, 3 axis, 4. So that means for axis 1 it is designing a one subplot, for axis 2, x2 it is designing a one subplot, and x3 it is designing a one subplot, and for x4 also it is designing a one subplot. So here first dimension, what it is going to say, let me create this one, remove this one. It is not needed. Okay, so what it is doing here, let us understand this add subplot, what it is taking as an argument. So add subplot will take 3 argument here, right? So first it is taking that graph of type. So here we are designing graph of 2 by 2, right? And here 1 is representing like an axis only, right? So figure add subplot, first will be a row, and second will be a column, and third will be index. So add a subplot in the figure, right? Here 2 comma 2 comma x, that means we are dividing the figure into 2 by 2 grid 12 with 2 columns and 2 rows, right? So that time what happened, right? It is dividing a one graph of 2 by 2, means we are dividing the figure into 2 by 2 grids with 2 row and 2 column. Then last number, right? So here 1, 2, 3, 4 specify the position of the subplot, right? Connecting the left to right, row top to bottoms, something like that. Okay, so first we have to understand what is a plot.figure, create the new figure, add plots, all plots, subplots like charts, etc. will be drawn inside the figure itself, right? So here we are getting add subplot, add subplot, add subplot. So here we are saying 2 by 2, 2 by 2, 2 by 2, 2 by 2. So these are the 2 by 2, and here it is passing like index. So that is a row and that is a column, and we are passing index from 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 means what? It is kind of representing the specific position of the subplot, counting left to right. So this is left to right, right top to bottom, left right top to bottom, kind of that. Okay, so here that is also presenting. So we have a like subplot like 2 by 2, 1, 2 by 2, 2, 2 by 2, 3, 2 by 2, 4. Right, now here we are presenting x1 dot plot 0, 1, 2 and 0, 1, 4. So these are the different axes actually. First we are taking the axis. So we have like different subplot, right? Let's say I have a 4 subplot. So in 4 subplot, they will having a 2 different axes on it. So first axis, second axis, third axis and 4 axis, like that. So first let me run this and then we'll understand how does it work. So let me close this first and let me run this once again. So this time you can see that there is a one kind of frame where I got 4 different kind of plots, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So that is representing here. So 2 by 2 is all there, like it's also 2 by 2. So 2 by 2 means axis actually. Here I was asking the axis. So that is the one axis, there is a second, third and fourth, like that. Okay, now here we are going to understand with the plot 2 by 2 comma 1, 2 by 2 comma 2, 2 by 2 comma 3. So here we have a like axis. So 4 first is representing the row and second is representing the column, right? So 0, 1, 2 that will represent on the x-axis, 0, 1, 4 that will represent into y-axis. So here 0, 1, 2, 0, 1 till 2 it is going to the x-axis and rest is going to the y-axis, 0 to 4, right? Then it is meeting where? So it is meeting in some points, right? Like for example, here it is meeting 0 to 0. So in 0 to 0, that should be one line. 1 to 1, that should be one line. 2 to 4, that should be one line, right? So first that is meeting at 0, 0, then it is meeting 1, 1, then it is meeting 2 and 4. So here 2 and 4, they are meeting, right? So that is the graph, draw like that only. Same like here we have draw one more graph, subplot, where we are plotting a 0, 1, 2 and 0, minus 1 and minus 4. So this time here the y-axis will go in a minus only, 0, minus 1 and minus 4, and x-axis will go in a positive, like in a 0, 1, 2 form, right? So that way this graph will plot. You can see here, right? You can compare that all this. So that is matching with the point where it is having x and y-axis. So x and y is having a 0, 0, x and y-axis is having a like 1, 1, or like this one 1, 1, right? And 2 and 4. Same is happening like this only. So 0 is meeting with the 2, minus 1 is not meeting, right? So here it is meeting like this on. How it is meeting? With the second one, 0 with the 0, 1 with the minus 1, right? 1 with the minus 1, that means here we have 1, that means minus 1. So that means it is meeting here, right? So that way it is drawing the graph. And in the third, what is happening, right? In the third graph, it is meeting with the 0 to 0 and 1 to 2. So 1 is x and 2 is a y-axis. So that way it is meeting actually. So like that way we can create a multiple subgraph. Okay. Now let's understand with the other example. So if you want to save the plot, that also we can do it. Right now it is creating the plot, right, and it is removing it. Now let's understand this example. So what we are doing here, we are saving the plot. So what does it do? First it is creating the figure, okay, and here it creating a 4 different subplot. 4 different subplot with the different axes, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Right? Now what we are doing here, ax1 dot plot. So here we have like 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 4. So this was all that figure, and I want to save it with one particular image actually. So I'm giving one name of the file like fig2.png. So this graph will be saved into this fig2.png and then it will display that. So previously what happened, it was just simply drawing the graph, okay, but it was not saving anywhere. But this time it is saving in the form of png, right? It could be any format that we can pass here. So saving is also one function of the figure. So if I will run this, right, you can see that one graph is created as well as one file will be in this directory. Okay, it is not created. Yeah, you can see here fig2.png is created now. So that means if you will open this fig2.png, right, you can see this complete graph. See here. So that is the one option also we have. We can create the graph as well as we can save in the form of image, right? That can be do by using this saving function. So here that we are doing the same as previous work, only one thing that we have to add here, which is a saving kind of function, save fig, right? So save fig will be save that, and here we do pass the name of the image, which name you want to save it in the memory, right? Now let's understand with this line plot. So we have a different type of graph. What is line plot? Line plot is used to represent data point connected by the straight line, right? It's commonly used for showing the trends over the continuous interval. Okay, now let me draw it. How does it work? Let me draw it first. So let me comment this code and paste this. So we have a 2 axes, x and y, and here we are designing a one plot, x comma y. So here we are giving some x label of it, x axis, y axis, and we are giving some title of it. So this x label and y label, how does it reflect? Let me run this first. So whenever this graph will plot, right, you can see here I am getting now x axis and here I am getting the y axis. So that label only we have set here, rest nothing is new. Okay, that all are previously only, and that is the one title of it, which is a line plot. So line plot we have like that will go in a simple line only, and it is meeting with the expectation here. Like for example 1, 2. So one should be x-axis, y should be 2-axis, right? It is meeting accordingly, right? See here, x is 1 and y is 2, so it is meeting here. Then x is 2 and y is 4, x is 2 and y is 4, so it is meeting here also, right? And then x is 3 and y is 6, so 3 and 6, it is meeting on that. Then x is 4 and y is 4, then 4, 4, it is meeting like here only. And the last, x is 5 and y is 2, so it is meeting here. So that's why that is drawing graph like that way. Okay, so that can be present in any way like that. Only we have to understand here x label and y label. So x label and y label is what? So here it is representing x label and y label like that, right? So plot.x label x-axis, plot.y label y-axis. That's it. Okay, now let's creating some barcode. So what is the barcode? Let me run this code first and then we will understand that. So we are having a different type of graph, right? So here it is creating the line graph, then it is creating the bar graph. So here we have like different categories A, B, C, D and having a different values 10, 15, 8 and 34, right? So here x label is representing the category and y label is representing the values, and the title should be the bar plot, right? Title should be the bar plot. And how does it show? Let's understand that. Let me run this now. So you can see here it is not in the form of line, it is in the form of bar only. So here it is representing A, B, C, D, right? So A is matching till 10, B is matching till 15, C is matching till 5 and D is matching till 35. So that way it is drawing the graph. So this is called bar plot. So if you want to design a bar plot, that also we can do it. Okay, simple. So here we have to understand what is a bar plot, why do we use it? So that is used for a bar plot or a bar chart is used to represent the categorical data with rectangular bars, right? It's suited for that comparing categories or showing that distribution of data, right? And next we have a like different called scatter plot. How does it look, scatter plot? Let's see that. So here we have like two axes, x and y, and it is going to create scatter only. So that function only we have to differ and it will create that type of graph actually. So scatter graph, how does it look? So this is looking in a dots only. So it is represented in the form of dots. Wherever it is meeting, it is creating a one dot like that. So that is called scatter plot, right? Next we have pie chart. So for this pie chart, let me run this code. So with this pie chart, actually I'm creating a different type of labels. So we have a labels Java, Python, C++, JavaScript. Size we have like 30, 40, 15 and 15, 15. That is a percentage of split. Then here we can set the color as well. So I took a one color which is having a gold, light coral and sky blue and light green. And then we are going to exploit it 0, 0.100. Exploit Python slice for emphasize it. Okay, I will explain that. Let me run this first and let's see what is it giving to us. So let me run this first. So this type of graph is coming like a pie chart, right? So this is a kind of pie chart graph. So you can see here it is having giving in the form of slice only. So first, what is happening with the slice? Let's understand that. So first we have a label Java, Python, C++, JavaScript. So Java, Python, C++ and JavaScript. So that is the one label. Now size. Now here I am giving the size of percentage. Java is having a 30%, Python is having a 40%, C++ is having a 50%, JavaScript is having a 15%. So that I am doing Java is having a 30%, JavaScript 15%, C++ 50% and Python is 40%. Right? Now we are designing a graph as well. So Java, it should be gold color. Java should be in gold color, right? Then Python should be in light color. So that way it is designing the different color as well. So here we have like different label and different size and different colors. Now explode, right? 0, 0.100 like that. Okay, and here we are designing this kind of plot.py. So what we are saying, size is label.labels, color.colors, explode, okay, and auto PCT. Auto PCT means it should be gone after float how many point it is going. So it is going to till one only, right? So you can see here 15.0%, 15.0%. So that is presenting by this 0.1f only. 0.1f means we'll go with one floating point. Shadow should be true, right? Start angle, that could be 140. So this all things we are presenting here, and this is giving a one pie chart. So pie chart look like good only wherever it is present data in the form of different part, right? So this is the one of the example of how can we create the pie chart. So we have seen the different type of graph. Line graph we have seen, right? First we have seen line, and then we have seen like scatter graph, and we have seen like bar plot, and we have seen like line plot. So these are the different type of plot that we can draw. So that can be having n number of scenarios for it that we can draw it, right? So that's it for now, for today. Hope you like this video. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.